NC. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz wants the Attorney General of Guam to look into a legal loophole that may allow GovGuam to pay out more in GovGuam health insurance contributions to one particular insurance company.
The contribution from the employees was the lowest in the select care categories, but the amount the government was contributing was the highest.
Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz says it appears that this happened because of the way that GovGuam is interpreting a law that says that retirees shall pay no more than active members of the GovGuam health plan.
I want the Attorney General to assist me in the interpretation of the law. I understand that might be the reading that was given to the members of the negotiating team, but I posed several questions about could it be read in other different ways.
Could it be read to mean that GovGuam can't enter into an insurance contract with a company that would require retirees to pay more than active employees?
This provision in the law has been in place since 1990, and the negotiating team has consistently applied the same formula, if you will, that the retirees cannot pay more than the active employees.
DOA Director Benita Manglotnya stands by the interpretation that she says the government has been going by for the last 24 years.
I don't know why there was no cry about the rate split last year, and then now they're making a big thing about it. Of course it's election year, and they're just looking for ways to discredit the governor's family, and that's not really fair to them. They have been providing health insurance to government of Guam employees and retirees when no one wanted to do it. No one wanted to do business with the government.
Manglotnya points to 2006 when certain carriers dropped coverage for GovGuam because they said the retirees were not a profitable class to insure.
And in session today, lawmakers were discussing and amending Speaker Judy Wampat's bill to renovate and improve the Guam Memorial Hospital's maternity ward. Essentially, Bill 393 would allow GMH to borrow the $4 million needed for Phase 1 of the proposed maternity ward renovations. Unused business privilege tax funds would then be pledged as a source of repayment for the loan. The bill was amended to borrow an additional $3 million for a total of $7 million to accomplish Phase 2 of the hospital renovations. Another amendment was made allowing the governor to look at alternative ways to fund the renovations of the hospital.
Do you think you have the support for the bill?
I really think so. Everybody's been involved in providing amendments, supporting it, even in their discussion. So I don't think there's a single member who is against the bill.
The bill is in the third reading file. Governor Eddie Cavill sent a letter this afternoon pledging his support for the measure as well.
Despite fears that Ebola may have found its way to Hawaii, a government official on Guam who requested not to be identified tells PNC that we should not be alarmed. The Hawaii government has confirmed the individual does not have Ebola. The official tells us that the individual came from Africa, but it's not clear when the patient was there. The patient came from a non-endemic area, the official says, which means the person was not in an area where the Ebola outbreak occurred. The person exhibited symptoms similar to that of Ebola, like fevers. However, the Hawaii government determined that it did not meet the criteria or the standard checklist for Ebola. They suspect the person may be infected with malaria or measles. The official says the Hawaii government is confident of its opinion and that they will not be taking a blood sample from the patient. Quote, that's how confident they are, the official told us.
Power 98 radio personality Charlie Capbagan will be starring in the Filipino channel's TFC Cat this fall. Submitted that audition video after a talent call last year. He was one of 6 winners picked as a TFC Cat Global winners, known as Mama Shark. To his listeners on Power 98, Capbagan says his favorite style to sing is R&B and soul, but he also enjoys pop. Since he didn't begin singing until he was in high school, Capbagan never expected to win a singing contest and says he only entered because his parents kept encouraging him to do so.
I've never thought I would be in this position that I am right now if it wasn't for my parents pushing me, literally bugging me every single day. You need to join. Did you join? Did you submit your video? So out of spite and out of just, fine, I'll join. It's almost like they kept reminding me in order for me to really do it. It's almost like it was meant to happen.
Kat Bagan recently returned from a trip to the Philippines where he did a lot of filming for the show and says he'll go back for more filming in November. The show is expected to air beginning in November. Meanwhile, you can catch Mama Shar on Power 98 weeknights from 6 to 10 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Wow, Mama Shar,
Hey,
sing
love
it,
muffins.
sister. Oh. Got some pipes on him.
Yeah, I never knew. You know,
I know, I've never heard him sing
that was an
either.
amazing
That was really
audition.
good. Well, congratulations to Mama Shar, and keep watching PNC because when News Now continues, Blake Watson has the latest in volleyball and tennis.
And Rebecca Kim has your weather need to know. News Now will be back on PNC.